The switch expression is in the category other and has varying data types as results. The purpose of this expression is to choose a specific value based on a condition. The switch expression has a minimum of 4 parameters, but can have more if it's desired. The first parameter is the value that you're comparing to each option throughout the switch expression. Each option is what is compared to the initial value. Every answer is the result if the corresponding option is the same as the value. Each option must have a corresponding answer, and each pair after the first is optional, meaning you can have just 1 option and answer, 2 option and answers, 3 option and answers, or as many as you want. Finally, you have a mandatory default value. This is the result that is returned if none of the options match the value. The result is the first answer whose option matches the value, or the default value if none of them match. Let's look at an example. Here, we have the switch expression. First, we calculate the value we want to compare, and we're using a very common example to do this. The month expression returns numbers, but frequently people want to actually return the name of the month instead of the number of the month. Here we see that we're using the today expression to pull today's month, and we are then going to compare it throughout this expression. I have included here the first 3 months to see that if the month of today's date is 1, I want to return January. If it's 2, I want it to return February. If it's 3, I want it to return March. If it didn't match any of these, I return the month is not in the first quarter. This is the beginnings of an example of how you would do the name of the month instead of the number of the month using a switch expression. This is the most common example, and I find one of the most common uses of the switch statement. If you would like to see this in its entirety, this is actually pulled from the AppSheet documentation about the switch expression. I hope that this was helpful. If you would like to learn more, we invite you to check out AppSheetTraining.com.